Hello and welcome to the marketplace. Coming up this afternoon, interest rates go up again as government records marginal oversubscription of treasury bills to the tune of 4.12 billion cedis. Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stresses need for countries within the Africa sub-region to push for robust inter-trade activities.
The AFCFTA serves as a canvas upon which we can paint a masterpiece of collaboration, trade, and shared prosperity. One cannot overlook the potential impact of this historic agreement.
We've got more on this as Newmont's Ahafo South mine is adjudged the best company at the Ghana Club 100 Awards. Also coming up, stakeholders in the supply chain industry have been holding their annual general meeting calling for new technology to reduce the country's carbon footprint.
And through the Ministry of Energy to provide enough charging points in the supply chain and transport industry by encouraging the need to complement investments in new technologies.
My name is Daryl. Kwaw. Thanks for being with us. Details coming up. Thanks for staying with us, everyone. First up, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has stressed the need for countries within the Africa sub-region to push for robust intra-trade activities. This, he believes, will attract more foreign direct investments into the continent. According to him, the government's policies to restore economic growth are yielding results and present an opportunity for exporters and importers to take advantage of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. He was speaking at the 20th edition of the Ghana Club 100 Awards by the Ghana Investment Promotion Center.
This year's event was aimed at fostering an effective mechanism for assessing Ghanaian companies while instilling the character and confidence needed by businesses to compete in the global marketplace. The top 100 firms that were recognized came from strategic sectors, including agriculture and agribusiness, financial services, ICT, infrastructure, petroleum, mining services, amongst others. Newmont's Ghana Gold South mine was the best in the country. Scancom PLC Ghana, operator of MTN Ghana and Amanex Company Limited, came second and third respectively.
The AFCFTA, which came into effect in early 2021, embraces 54 African nations with 1.3 billion people and a continental GDP of 3.4 trillion US dollars. And in effect, it is the largest free trade area by membership established under the World Trade Organization rules. This monumental agreement reflects the collective vision of African leaders to create a unified market, remove trade barriers, and stimulate economic growth. Picture, if you will, the vast expanse of opportunities that unfold as we embark on this journey of economic cooperation. The AFCFTA serves as a canvas upon which we can paint a masterpiece of collaboration, trade, and shared prosperity. One cannot overlook the potential impact of this historic agreement. According to the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, the agreement has the potential to increase intra-African trade by over 50%.
Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Yofi Grant, said the African Continental Free Trade Area Pact provides a golden opportunity for Ghanaian businesses to expand to other African countries.
Furthermore, to strengthen the business climate and make it easier for you to grow your businesses and attract investments and create jobs, the following are ongoing. The regulatory reform to improve the business environment including a review of the GIPC Act 2013, Act 865, and the anticipated introduction of the Business Regulatory Reform Bill in 2023. And then, of course, the 10-point industrialization agenda through the Ministry of Trade and Industry, the Export Development Program, diversification through the development of strategic anchor industries, the rollout of industrial parks, development of domestic retail infrastructure to support local consumption of industrial production, an industrial subcontracting exchange that would help to involve local SMEs in large-scale industrial projects, and an automotive policy. Lastly, and strongly, a stronger partnership.
This year's edition was under the theme Accelerating Economic Growth, Amplifying Ghana's Global Market Footprint through AFCFTA. James Echen's report for Joy Business.
Well, next, interest rates continued their upward trend as the government sustained its heavy borrowing on the money market. The government, however, recorded about 5% oversubscription of treasury bills. Patrick Edemagama is head of trading at Republic Securities. He joins me on Zoom with an update. Good afternoon to you, Patrick. How did the auction go on Friday?
Well, Daryl, good afternoon. On the money market, the government raised a total of 4.1 billion Ghana cedis against a target of 3.9 billion. Again, the 91-day was the most desired, taking about 61% of the auction, followed by the 182-day that took about 27%, and then the 364-day bill took about 12%. The 91-day cleared at interest rate higher by 1 basis point, so it's basically stable, closing at 29.58%. The 182-day inched up slightly by 20 basis points to close at 31.96%. And then the 364-day cleared at 33.45%, inching up by 2 basis points.
We are seeing interest rates go back up. What may be the trigger?
Well, the demand is still high. The appetite for getting more of these funds by the government is still high. And as investors are citing that or seeing what is happening in the market, they are also actually bidding higher. We've seen the pricing guidance go slightly up. So it tells you that investors are actually looking for more.
All right, and I just wanted to find out of curiosity, is the delay in securing the second tranche of disbursement of the IMF bailout creating any uncertainty on the market?
Oh, yes. The more there is that delay, the more there is a need for government to raise money using these markets. And now we know the only option available is the treasury bill because the bonds market is basically still. And the foreign market is also not somewhere the government can go to. So the only option is the treasury bills, and that is what can also push the rates higher.
Well, turning to the stock market, and trading on the exchange is expected to be active this week. How did last week go, and what are the expectations for this week?
Well, for last week, we saw 5 gainers, about 3 laggards and 2 losers. About 3 laggards and 2 gainers. We expect more to happen this week. We are seeing that the market is actually high on the sell side for the financial stocks. As the year is coming to an end, people will be looking out for how these stocks will perform in terms of their fundamentals. And that's going to inform their decision in early January when they get excess funds.
All right, Patrick Edemagama, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of the week. In other stories, the Association of Ghana Industries Energy Service Center says it will embark on various measures to promote energy efficiency and renewable energy practices among commercial and industrial companies in Ghana. According to the president of the Association of Energy Professionals Ghana, Darlington Ahafo, this will be done through investing in young professionals to acquire skills. He spoke to Joy Business at the launch of a partnership between the AGI Energy Service Center and the Institute of Energy Professionals Africa.
Of Ghana Industries Energy Service Center and the Institute of Energy Professionals Africa partnership is to deploy the Association of Energy Engineers certification programs and other IEPA training opportunities in Ghana.
So currently we have very few professionals who have AE certification. Our strategy going forward is to encourage members to take up training and go through the certification exams to be certified as professional engineers, energy engineers in the country, and to support industry growth and also support in analytics for management decision making, so that basically the energy professionals are looking at how industries and commercial facilities can look at their energy bills and find ways to reduce energy consumption or energy waste within their facilities.
Executive Director at the Institute of Energy Professionals Africa, Yolanda DeLange, said it is key to enroll more young people to acquire skills within the energy sector.
If I look at that you only have 4 certified professionals in Ghana that can work in this industry, I think it's crucial to develop it, because we do need them to also mentor your youth, that you can get younger people into the industry. The future for green energy generation and green energy use lies with the youth, and we need certified professionals to mentor the youth and implement projects, so it is very crucial.
Chief Technical Officer at the Association of Ghana Industries Energy Service Center, Pabel Freya, said such partnership is key to support economic growth.
We are now having the possibility to train certified engineers here in Ghana, which was not possible before. Ghana didn't have a partner. The AEE is an international body from the US, and the IEPA is a South African training institution supporting this. And so the partnership between Energy Service Center and IEPA is the first possibility now for Ghanaians to do international certifications here in Ghana, trainings here in Ghana. So that is the big step.
Now, President of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, Engineer Mark Amwama, has highlighted the absolute role transportation and logistics play in supporting economic growth and facilitating trade. He is, however, calling for technological advancements that would enable practitioners to streamline processes, improve efficiency, and reduce the carbon footprint. Natalia Kwanzaa has more in the following report.
The president was speaking at the annual general meeting of the association at Takoradi under the theme High Innovation and Sustainable Supply Chain and Transport Management, the role of technology and legal framework. The theme reflected the pressing need for industry practitioners to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of supply chain management. He said government's initiative for prioritizing tax relief implementation, as captured in the 2024 budget, is a step in the right direction.
In order, Mr. Chairman, to realize the full benefit of these reliefs for the citizenry, we urge the government through the Ministry of Energy to provide enough charging points to sustain the operations of these electric vehicles. We further urge corporate entities to help transition to a low carbon future in the supply chain and transport industry by encouraging the need to complement investments in new technologies with workforce training and capacity building to ensure that our people are able to adapt and to keep to the new ways of doing things.
FCILT and Director of Tema Port, Michael Lukuje, called for a robust legal regime, active cybersecurity, infrastructure and systems to encourage a serene business environment.
With the above checklists on our minds, I wish to know that as members of the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport, we bear a collective responsibility to lead the way in the ever-evolving landscape of logistics and transport. Let us continue to strive for innovation in a sustainable manner, embracing technology and working alongside a supportive legal environment and framework. This endeavor is not only essential for our nation's prosperity, but also for the greater good ensuring that the future of logistics and transport is one of efficiency, environmental responsibility, and social equity. Let us embark on this journey with dedication, collaborating to create a brighter, more sustainable future for Ghana, our industry, and the world at large.
Western Regional Minister Kobna Otreda Kumensa lauded the professionals for the impact they were making in shaping the future of logistics and supply chain management in the country.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is heartwarming to note that the Institute boasts of members who hold strategic positions in various sectors of the nation's economy. This does not only uplift the image of the Institute, but also commendable is the impact your members are making in shaping the future of logistics and supply chains in the country.
Deputy Minister of Lands, Natural Resources, George Mrikuduka, called for the capacity building among members in the areas of safe transportation, health, safety, and environmental sustainability.
To adhere to relevant laws and regulations regarding their operations, and to encourage corporate members to strengthen their legal units as the businesses of supply chain keep evolving legally day in, day out. To deepen capacity building for her members on road safety, health, and safety practices on quarterly basis. To call on members to give back to the community through corporate social responsibilities and monitor same.
For Joy News, in Athalia Kwanza, Western Region.
You're watching The Marketplace. We are taking a short break. We have more stories afterwards. And welcome back to The Marketplace. President of the Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce, Alexander Norte, is calling on businesses that are struggling to pursue diversification and look for alternative sources of credit. According to him, businesses must adopt drastic measures these times in order to maintain their operations. He was speaking at the Chamber's end-of-year dinner and award celebration. The Canada-Ghana Chamber of Commerce end-of-year dinner and award celebration sought to recognize members who are contributing significantly to the growth of the chamber. Some of the awards included the Member in Good Standing Award, Leadership Achievement Award, and Best Kancha Member Award. Delivering his address, President of the Chamber, Alexander Norte, urged businesses to pursue diversification and put in place stringent measures to ensure continuity.
Businesses that are struggling currently needs to basically look at diversification. Monitoring a sale is very important. Alternative source of credit, supplier's credit. If you borrow irresponsibly, you will pay dearly. Regular training, engage qualified accountants, streamline your business. Data-driven is very important now for businesses. Customer feedback within the stakeholder reach is very important. Most hotels, most businesses, most shops outside, most banks, once they provide a product, they follow up to find out whether or not you're satisfied with that service. It's very important that if you have a business and you don't have that relationship with your client or with your customer, then the business, you won't know how exactly to project the business. What I find here in Ghana, since I've been here, is people disregard the principles of running businesses. The customer, I find that the customer feedback is more or less non-existent. You go into shops and people don't care whether you're satisfied with the product you bought. Most businesses in Ghana, they're not run properly. They're not run professionally. And it's very difficult to be able to grow a business where the customer's feedback is non-existent.
Canadian Trade Commissioner to Ghana, Andrew Mahara, said there are plans in place to deepen the trade relations between both countries for a mutually beneficial partnership in 2024.
I think 2024 is going to be, I'm hoping it'll be a bright year. I think the Ghanaian economy will pick up, it'll get stronger. And I think that, coming out of the COVID pandemic, I think everything kind of slowed down. And even, after 2022 was a little bit slow, 2023 we started to see more momentum. For example, today I was in some meetings with a Canadian educational institution that was visiting Ghana, and they're moving ahead on a big project to do some technical training here in Ghana. So this is just one example of more visits from Canada, and we have a mission, 2 missions coming up early in the new year, going from Ghana to Canada. So I think that, we align on a lot of different sectors. So in Ghana, you have the oil and gas industry, and you have the mining industry, you have the agriculture industry. Those are the 3 big sectors. And Canada has a lot of experience and a lot of strength. We're top 5 country in the world for the energy sector, for oil and gas, and we're one of the world's leaders in agriculture technology, and also a major mining power, maybe in the top few in the world for mining. So we align very well with Ghana. So I'm very optimistic that we'll see the relationship grow in 2024.
Businesses were also entreated to uphold the principles on which their entities were built to steer them towards growth. Vlisco Ghana has pledged its commitment to ensuring customer satisfaction by creating fabrics that suit all occasions. Brand manager for Vlisco Ghana, Daryl, said the new fabric line will offer customers the flexibility to create exciting designs. She has been speaking at the launch of the Vlisco Satin Royal, a new fabric introduced to offer consumers comfort.
Launch of the Vlisco Satin Royal was marked with an evening of class and elegance. The new fabric line, which was created upon feedback from customers, is softer than regular Vlisco fabrics and made to offer comfort for users. Speaking at the launch of the ceremony, Daryl, brand manager for Vlisco Ghana, noted that Vlisco is committed to ensuring customer satisfaction by providing a wide range of fabrics which suit all occasions.
Vlisco had listened to his consumers, and based on consumers' feedback, we have decided to introduce a new category to our portfolio, and that category is Satin Royal. It is really soft. In the part of Africa that we find ourselves, we are facing hot weather sometimes, and Satin Royal is really coming to bring some comfort. And then it's airy, you can do a lot of style, it doesn't limit your styles. Okay, and it's not really for the ordinary kaba and slates. You can do much more with Satin Royal than any ordinary product that we have on the market.
She details how to purchase the new fabric line.
Satin Royal is available online, and in Ghana we have up to now we have only one Vlisco shop, that is at Accra Mall. So aside buying it from us here, you can get it online as well.
Creative Director of Stylista and Designer for Vlisco, Araba Stevens, explained the ease of working with the fabric.
Satin Royal, as a designer, is something that we've waited for so long. The comfort, the elegance, the way the fabric flows, there's so many things that you can do with it that you can't do with other fabrics. And one thing I already said is, we like that you can dress it up and you can dress it down. So you can dress it up, let's say you have a gala or some big black tie event this Christmas, you can use it. At the same time, it's so comfortable that you can wear it from day to night. So you can make blouses, skirts, trousers, things that you can live in from morning to evening. And because of the elegance, it gives you a lot of versatility. Many places that you can use it. So maybe you left the house to go for something in the morning. You can still take it to something in the evening without having to go home and change, because it's so classy and sophisticated.
The fabric, which is made up of natural fibers, is expected to offer designers the flexibility to create exciting designs while offering customers comfort.
And that's our program this afternoon. Thanks for watching, everyone. There is more news on our website, myjournline.com/business. Government to borrow 94.4 billion cedis via T-bills in 2024. That's our headline story there. You can check it out, myjournline.com/business. My name is Daryl. Kwaw. Thanks for watching. We are back same time tomorrow.